Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Cardinals versus Brewers Major League Baseball matchup on Tuesday, August 20th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. You just go to Pickdawgz.com, click on the premium picks tab, or I've got a link directly below this video in the description. If you make bigger bets, 1,000 or more per game, you got like a 10,000 plus bankroll. We've got VIP services for you if that's what you're interested in. They're not daily picks or daily packages. They're just long-term winning strategies. But we have something for everyone between our regular premium picks, our VIP services, well, all the free stuff we have at Pick Dawgz as well. But anyways, let's get to it. We've got the Cardinals taking on the Brewers. Of course, the Cardinals kind of falling out of that National League wildcard race. They were really in the thick of it, but now, well, you could call them pretty much almost done at this point. Just 5 games behind the Braves for that number 3 wildcard spot. A lot of teams in between them and the wildcard. Of course, they're not mathematically eliminated, and they have a hot week, and a few teams have some bad weeks. Well, they're back in it, but they're going to need some help at this point. The Milwaukee Brewers have been runaway leaders in the National League Central all season long. They've had some bumps in the road. It has not mattered. No one has been able to close the gap on them, including the Cardinals. And I got to say, for all the troubles that the Brewers have had, for all the players that they've lost, for all of those things, man, these guys just continue to roll on. Frankie Montas gets the ball here for the Brewers. Not one of my favorite pitchers all time, but come off a very strong performance, allowing no runs against the Los Angeles Dodgers over 5 innings of work. He had allowed 3 runs in his prior 2 starts. And of course, the Brewers picked him up at the trade deadline. And since then, over the 14 innings of work, he has struck out 18 batters for a 3.86 ERA. He has given up 2 home runs and 7 walks. These are all things that I don't like about Montas. And, we've talked about them many times over the years. But over his last 3 starts, it all comes out to a 6.60 ERA. It's not. It's like I said, he can be his own worst enemy. I think that's the best way of putting it. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, Eric Fede, a guy who has never really pitched for good teams in his career, and I think that has been a big part of the problem for Fede. We saw him with the White Sox, and prior to that, he pitched in Korea, but prior to that, he was in Washington for the Nationals, and, another time when he played on a lot of bad teams. So, it's interesting. You see him traded here at the trade deadline to the Cardinals, who really thought he'd be a boost to them, but he's got a 5.63 ERA since joining the team. 16 innings pitched. He's given up 10 runs. He has struck out 12 over that span, but 4 home runs allowed as well. So Fede, just hasn't looked even like the same pitcher that we saw in the White Sox and the guy that we called the KBO MVP, for the bulk of the season. We look at, how these teams are hitting versus right-handed pitching, which is what they face here. And the Brewers are hitting just 192 versus righties over the last 10 games, while the Cardinals at 241 versus righties. The Brewers bullpen, though, 2.10 ERA over their last 10, while the Cardinals twice as bad, 4.22 ERA. The Brewers have actually owned the Cardinals, going 8-1 in the last 9 meetings of these two teams. Boy, this one looks like a pure underplay to me, but at the same time, I'll lean to the Brewers, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.